sorry, it was distracting.
Is the candle burning?
Oh my gosh, it is. Welcome back to another episode of Enkindled Voices. My name is Maria.
My name is Carmen.
And today we have Carla here joining us as a guest speaker. Welcome, Carla.
Hello, hello.
Carla is a very dear friend of ours. I've known her since she was in preschool. It's crazy enough to think she is the same age as one as my youngest sister. And Carla is part of our ministry. We've just known her for forever. And since we are now in February, we thought that we would kick off the month doing something fun. It is the month of love, and it is also the month dedicated to the Holy Family. So we're kicking off today with Carla here, who is going to be sharing some little things. We're going to ask her some fun games, and she's a little nervous, so we thought we would play some games. It's going to be a little bit of Valentine's related, living singleness, vocations, everything. So we hope that you guys join us for this episode. If you're new here, Carmen and I have been knowing each other for forever. We're besties doing faith live together, and yeah. Welcome aboard. Yes. So that was a long intro, but here I am yabbering away. Okay, to make the tensions ease up a little bit, let's start off with a this or that. So Carla and Carmen, you can answer too.
Okay.
This or that. Chocolate or flowers? What do you guys prefer?
Flowers.
Yeah.
Okay,
I think flowers.
Yes.
I was going to say chocolate, but it depends on what type of chocolate. Because the regular, it's nasty.
Okay, then
No,
if
yeah.
it was chocolate, milk chocolate or dark chocolate?
I think dark.
Milk chocolate.
Milk chocolate. I'm a milk chocolate type of gal.
Probably dark. But then I
Yes.
just don't like chocolate alone. I like it with something else.
Okay, and if we're doing flowers, what's your favorite flower? What's your flower of preference?
I would say either roses or the white lilies.
Okay, cute. A specific color of roses or just any roses?
Oh, any roses. Maybe just not pink.
Okay.
Any color.
Any color.
Yeah,
Okay.
color.
Okay, good.
Okay. Do you guys prefer staying in or going out?
Ooh.
Can we be in between?
Yeah. I mean, but if you had to choose them, which one would you choose?
I'll go out.
Going
Going
out.
out. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that lately I've been more on staying in mode, but I do like going out. But right now, I'll say staying in.
Amen.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Pink or red?
Pink.
I'll go with red.
Yeah, okay, pink. Carla's favorite color is purple. She loves purple. I figured you would be wearing purple today. So then when we were like coordinating, I was all like, actually, I'm like, I have a feeling Carla's gonna be wearing purple. We could dress in white. Kicking off the month in purple. Yes. Okay.
Okay. A romantic movie or comfort show?
Oh, that's hard. That's hard.
I like a comfort show, but Jorge doesn't like shows too much, so we tend to do more like comedy movies. Yes.
Romantic movie or comfort show, Carla?
I'll do a romantic movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like romantic movies when it's like also comedy in it and they're
Yeah.
funny.
But Carla's also always watching shows. So. Okay. Galentine's or solo self-care night?
Galentine's.
Okay.
Yeah. I think Galentine's too.
Yes. We like hosting, so I would also go with Galentine's.
Coffee date or dessert date?
I go ahead, Carla.
Coffee date.
Do you drink coffee? Yes, you do,
Yes, I
right?
do.
Yeah. She loves coffee. Yes. I would say, gosh, I don't like coffee. But I also don't eat desserts like that. So I'll go with coffee date.
Nice.
Okay. Planning ahead or last minute vibes?
I'll say planning ahead.
What about you, Carmen?
I try to plan ahead, but
Yeah.
sometimes there's last minute things that happen, so I vibe with those last minute things too.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
I like to plan, but there's something fun to the last minute vibes type of thing. But
Yeah.
yes. Okay. So we're gonna start diving in a little deeper now. Round two. Being single on Valentine's or being single during wedding season? Which maybe Carla hasn't experienced too many weddings, like yet, because her friends are still a little bit younger. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
but if you had to choose one, which would you rather take? Because they're both a little hard.
I would say if I was still single, probably single during wedding season because you could go to the parties with your friends.
Yeah, single at weddings.
Yeah.
That one seems much better option.
Because you could dance all the night.
You
Yes.
could be hanging out. Okay.
Mhm.
Dating apps or trusting God's timing?
Oh, trusting God's timing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Trusting God's timing. Yes. Yes. Okay. Explaining singleness or ignoring the question. Do you get that question a lot?
Explaining single.
Yeah, like, are you single or like, are you dating anyone? Like,
Oh, okay. Yes. Not a lot, but I do get it so often. Especially if I see like a long uh I haven't seen a friend for a long time. They're like, "Oh, are you dating someone?" Or is it because you're just not interested? And I'm like, "Oh no, I'm just waiting, working on myself."
yes, as you
But yeah.
should. Okay, so what would you rather do? Explaining the singleness or ignore the questions? Which would
Explaining it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Explaining it.
Mm-hmm.
Valentine's Day content or skipping social media altogether? I guess on Valentine's Day, would you prefer seeing the content of
Mhm.
Valentine's Day or just skipping social media?
I'll rather see it. I'm like,
See what people are up to.
Yeah. It's kind of
oh, that was
interesting
fun.
too.
Okay, cool.
Like,
Let me
okay.
save it for my
For
notes.
future one. ¿Qué quiero hacer? Yes. Yes. I kind of ignore it. Just go. I'm like, okay. yeah.
I'm just scrolling and I'm like, whatever pops up, I'm like, okay, that's nice.
hmm Yes. Did I ask two questions in a row? I'm sorry. I think I
asked
did. I asked both of them already.
Yeah, me too.
okay. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
are you on the last one?
Yeah,
Is
I
it one
did. I did already the two questions
more?
from round two.
Okay, I'm on round 3 now.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, okay. Sorry. Okay, round three then. Okay, praying for clarity or praying for peace. This one's a thinker. I think, what you guys think? I think praying for clarity. Sometimes I would always, well, pray. I would always pray for patience, and then you just kind of get tested more. So then I said, Jesus, I'm not playing that game no more. So I think praying for clarity sometimes, because it's like to understand like the discernment of it, or just like make it more clear. I'm not understanding the clues yet. So yes, for me, praying for clarity.
Yeah, I think I would say praying. I would, well, yeah, praying for clarity. But at first I was gonna say praying for peace, but then I feel like if you have that clarity, that peace does
Comes
come
with it.
with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was gonna say
Yes.
that. No, yes. Now that I think about it, I feel like once you pray for clarity, you're able to like see it more clearly, and then eventually you'll start having that peace because you know more like of where you're going or what is it that you want clarity on.
Yes, very
Yeah.
true. Very wise.
Yeah. Okay. Trusting God quietly or wrestling with questions?
Trusting God quietly.
Yes, trusting God
Yes.
quietly all the way.
Same.
Yes, especially if you already got the answers. It's like, why keep fighting him on it? Yes. Okay, last question. Serving at church or silent prayer time?
I guess serving at church.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and what you'd rather? Yes.
Serving at church, even though it comes with the same time with praying alone, right?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
sometimes I think even through all the serving and stuff, sometimes you might find yourself like, while everything is happening, you're like over here like, okay, thank you God, like you're actually praying and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, even just like thinking about yesterday's event, like I was setting up the altar, and then there I was, like, again, like just thinking to myself, like, Lord, here I am. I'm like, of course, it's on the day that I wear like a little, it wasn't a full crop top, but it was a little sweater, and I had high waisted jeans, and then I was just there thinking, I was like, who am I to be here standing in front of the altar, like placing, what is it called? Jeez. The corporal, yes. The corporal probably like where Jesus is put.
Oh yeah, that's where you put
The corporal, yes, I was putting him out because we were doing an adoration night, and so then I was like, oh my gosh, thank you, Jesus, keep me humble. Yeah. Yes, yes. I think that there's those like, because in that moment while I was setting up, I was like, there is those moments of prayers that like God allows and stuff. Yes. So definitely that. Okay. That wraps up our this or that would you rather segment of Valentine's. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Do you feel a little more relaxed now, Carla?
Yes.
Yes. Now we're gonna start with the hard questions. Dun dun.
Dun,
No,
dun, dun.
no. I mean, this is more of like a conversational type of space. So the reason why we decided to bring Carla onto this episode is because back in our year two retreat, which we've shared, we did a little panel where we had, usually we do like a boys and girls segment, and this time we kept it all together. We usually split them up, but we kept everyone together, and we brought different couples in different stages of life, and then we also brought uh, Carla, who is single, and another person who is single, someone who is widowed, onto our panel board. And teens just had the opportunity to ask questions, and there was some very good questions that were put in there. So we were like, hey, let's bring Carla back because she didn't get enough talking time. So Carla is a very wise person, someone whom I respect a lot. She is. Do you want to share a little bit about what you do at
Yeah.
the church, and tell us about yourself, Carla?
Okay. So I really enjoy serving God, especially my community and in the church. I do help with confirmation, and then I also recently, I guess you can say now, actually a year, in charge of the altar servers, which I used to be an altar server myself, and there hadn't been a coordinator, and I took that on. And yeah,
What was it like to say yes to that big? Because it's a big thing to be in charge of it, and you're only 23.
yeah.
She's only 23, and she's also already like the coordinator, and so that means that at the young age of 22, you were saying yes to this mission. What was that like? Were you scared? I don't know. Tell us.
I was nervous. I was a bit overwhelmed, but I knew they really needed someone. Especially, I really enjoyed altar serving. And when I went to college, I couldn't really continue that because I was like in Sacramento. And then I also didn't have at first transportation, but God provided. I got a car the same year that they told me that I could take over the altar server coordinator position. And I was like, okay, yes, I'm gonna see how it goes. So every other weekend, I would drive home and then be there for the practices. And so far, I've been slowly growing also, and knowing that just being that server to the Lord to also show the future altar servers and get them ready because it's an important role.
It definitely is, and there's a beauty to it. Every time that I see them like up there, and I see how devoted they are and how proud they are to be there, because mind you, so different churches have altar servers of different ages. Some, at least in Mexico, I think traditionally they're like older adults for the most part, and even we've seen some around like within our diocese. But at our church, they're usually teens, like from the youngest, like maybe 8 once they do their first communion, to the oldest maybe 16. I want to say 17.
Right now,
Well,
18.
Natalie.
She's the oldest one.
18, yes.
Yes.
But for the most part, they're pretty young.
And Carla, when you first started to be the coordinator, and you were coming from SAC, how would you do it, like with school, like still being in college and stuff?
And waking up at 5 in the morning.
Like, how would you do it? Like, did you find that time, or like how?
Yes. So normally I try to plan my week so to get all my homework done before Friday so that my weekend could be to helping like come and help the church. I had also a class for confirmation, so I was like, okay, I would FaceTime my co-core, which was Gabby, and I would be like, okay, we need to prepare a class. And then normally it would be like on the days that I didn't have like a bunch of classes. And then we'll go over the class material. And then by that time, I would drive home with no homework, sometimes hoping. And then I would get home sometimes late, depending on the time. I decided to come from Sacramento. And I would get all my altar server stuff ready. And my siblings also helped me a lot too. They're still altar servers, and without them too, it would have been like a bit more difficult to like have some material ready for the altar servers. And they would help me a lot with that. So I would like split them into groups. So I'll have them like little mentors for the young ones, and just
So cute.
be there.
Oh.
But yeah, I don't know if that
Aw.
answered. But
Yeah, no, it does. I think that we definitely need to bring you and your other two siblings onto the podcast back to talk a little bit more about it, because I used to be an altar server too back in when I was like 8, and I didn't do it as long, but it's also like a very special moment, like to be able to be there, to be able to be helping the priest and take that role into the mass in such a unique way. So I think that it's definitely a topic that we can dive in deeper. And not to say anything, but I mean you all show just that love. You all have that love of service and respect for God. So it's truly admirable. Yes. So we'll have to bring them back. But yes, wow, God truly gave you like the patience, the strength to do it all, and to be that organized, because I could not come home with my
No
homework.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, I think that the moment you have that trust in God, and you're like, okay, yes,
Mhm.
I'm in it, and he starts to work your schedule and stuff, because I'm sure without him you couldn't
Oh yeah.
manage and juggle all of those
All of it at
things.
once.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure. So that's all on God's timing and everything. But now diving into what we really want to know, Carla, is what's your honest relationship status right now? Are you single but open, or God knows?
Mm, I would say I'm single and open to it, and then just trusting in God.
All of the above.
Oh, yeah. Like, I'll take all of it.
Yes. That's a good answer. I mean, because there's people who have, sorry, I'm getting messages. Let me silence it. Welcome back.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry. On this episode of Enkindled Voices, we almost
There was a candle in the bag. I'm not sure if you guys saw it, but all of a sudden I started hearing some sizzling noises. I turn around, and probably you guys saw it. It was black.
It was black. It was starting to burn behind us. Oh my gosh, this was gonna end really bad. But yes, welcome back to Enkindled Voices for that little pause. Okay, so we were just asking Carla how she felt right now in what was her honest relationship status, and she said single but ready to mingle. Yes.
Yes.
How would you say that serving at church has shaped how you view love and purpose?
How serving at church helped me view love. I would number one thing is sacrifice. Just because I know it comes with, like, I love serving and everything that comes with it, and I know with that I had to put like some things aside, but I obviously didn't forget about it, because even though I put it aside, I made sure to go back and make time for that. And but yes, I would say sacrifice. And then the purpose part, I feel like everything just has a purpose. I'm like, God created us just not to just be people just living here, but he created us for a lot more, and it came with love. And he did it like by dying on the cross for us out of love, and it shows us like how we should love one another too, and take him as an example.
Wow, beautiful. Yes, yes. And you're right on that sacrificial love. Like once you are in a relationship, and at least in a serious relationship, there is a lot of sacrifice that comes with the marriage. It's called sacrificial love. You are going to be sacrificing certain things, and it's not a whole 50-50 part aspect. It's giving yourself 100% to the other person, and vice versa. And just know that now you're no longer just like living for yourself but for others. And then once you become a mother, then that's like that sacrificial love too. It's just not even just caring for yourself. But wow, beautifully said, Carla. Wise woman. You have a lot of wisdom. Yes.
An easy one. Well, it could be kind of easy. What makes a friendship actually healthy and life giving?
I want to say what makes it healthy is when we are not putting, like, how would I word it? How it's not about like each other like getting mad. I don't know. I'm gonna explain it and see if I can come up with the word.
Okay, go
But
for
like it's like not having like any jealousy or any like little like getting mad for like simple things. I guess I could say having like a healthy friendship is like the start of learning how to be in like in a way in a relationship, just because you're putting time invested also in it, where you're nurturing that friendship, creating like your best friends. And it's not people that are like upset because you're hanging out with other people, but they're open to like trying even new things with you, and respecting each other's values too, and not wanting to like downgrade on each other's values, I guess you can say. Because if a friendship is making you do things that you don't like, it doesn't click with your values, then it's not a healthy relationship. And yeah.
It starts to become toxic.
Yeah.
Yes, it's kind of what we were saying
Yeah.
in last week's episode about friendships and values, and keeping those values in all aspects of your life. Just not like you should live your life and uphold those values, like in everything that you do, in serving, in friendships and relationships, in all ways. Yes. Yeah. Good. Yes, and it's true. If you can't have a good friendship, then maybe you're not ready for a relationship. Yeah, because then that's where it could become like a toxic relationship romantically.
Yeah. Because even the other day I was talking to my husband about it. Once like people start dating, right? It's also like our being boyfriend and girlfriend, it's still building that relationship even more.
Mm-hmm.
Like at first you were just friends, and now it's like, okay, now we're taking it the next step, boyfriend and girlfriend. But it's not just because you're boyfriend and girlfriend you're gonna know each other. And
No.
no, because that friendship, that relationship, friendship should keep on growing and getting to know each other more, and it should be healthy, like the ways you were saying. But it
Yeah.
builds up like that little next step. So it's really good to understand, and to like even with your friends now, building those healthy relationships with them, to then one day when you do find your significant other or whatever, you'll know what it means to have a healthy
Yeah,
relationship.
and you'll know what boundaries you want to
Yeah.
have and what to expect of others as well.
Mhm.
Because if you don't have that, then it's very easy to just like let yourself get like pushed over or demand certain things from others and stuff like that. So yeah, that's a good way to start. Like start first as friends and then like progress. And that's speaking. Well, I mean, obviously romantically. Like yes, we recommend you build that friendship first, but in terms of just friendships, then that's also very true, having those healthy boundaries.
Another question regarding some friendships. Why do you think friendships matter so much when you're single, when you're not in a relationship?
They matter a lot because sometimes like I've seen like whenever you're dating someone, sometimes you could be maybe too focused on it that you may not see like other sides of what that person is bringing out of you. And having those like healthy friendships and really good friendships will help them like feel the in a comfortable like position to like speak to you and like talk to you about it, and like give you some advice and see like let them know what they're seeing. I don't know if that makes sense, like in you.
Yeah.
Only-
And have you ever been in one of those like scenarios where a friend of yours has it's like clearly in a toxic relationship and they're not saying that?
I've seen a scenario like of that with one of my friends. I was able to like let them know like, oh, like that's not what you really value. Like you are dating that person and it seems like he's not respecting what you're valuing.
Mhm.
Um and I did let her know. She kind of like I want to say she thought about it. I'm not sure if she's still with that person. Um but yeah.
And I can't even imagine like that being easy because like that sometimes the cost of like speaking up can be like it can mean losing that friendship. Was that something hard for you to do, or did you end up losing the friendship over that?
So that was back when I was in school, like in college.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly don't know because she hasn't really like reached out or anything. Like it was very, I guess I was able to like overhear things because it was like in the same apartment,
Mm-hmm.
and I do hope that she stopped. I don't know, but I did like I haven't spoken to her.
Since then.
Yeah, since then.
Same.
But
But
yeah.
you have peace with that. You have peace that you did your part in speaking out and stuff like that. And I think ultimately that's like what matters because it can
Mhm.
be very hard
Yeah.
to say
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, because I feel like if you're hearing those things or seeing something happen, and if you don't say something, then it becomes even, I think, I'm pretty like worse, because that person maybe just thought the way that this other person is treating me, that's okay, that's normal, that's right. And not until like you as a friend tell the other person like, hey, red flag, this is toxic, this is
Yeah.
not healthy, then maybe, it's sometimes hard for someone else to
To see
to
it.
grasp it, to see it. But I think, sometimes God puts us in those situations which it's like super hard. You're like, what do I do? And you still speak up about it, and it could be that in the back of her head it's like it's going, it's like, "Oh, maybe, let me take the steps too, you
Yeah,
know
because sometimes people don't even realize that certain
Mhm.
things are like bad. They just, it's not what they were raised with. And it's not
Yeah.
even to say, like, oh, I know better than you do. But it's true. Like, for
Mm.
some people, they were just raised up in their own toxic environment that they don't even, like, it's not until someone points it out that it clicks to
Mhm.
until, like, you're right. Maybe I am worthy of like this. Maybe it's not right for someone to be screaming at me or little
Yeah,
things like that. It's really, it comes down to the tiniest details.
for sure. Like, and that reminded me, like, when we would do like the quinceañera
Oh,
retreats.
yeah.
A lot of them, well, it was just only girls, and we all served in those retreats. And there's a point where you're like, you're with the teens, with the girls, and really like talking to them, and making them know that their self-worth is important, that
Yeah.
they have self-worth, and that they're loved, like, no matter what happens. Because I think, yeah, like you were saying, a lot of the times, sometimes people could grow up in those like unhealthy fat spaces and stuff, and then it's just normal. And not until you learn your self-worth and self-love, that God loves you no matter, like,
Yeah.
you don't know. And yeah, it's hard.
It's true. It's true, and it takes someone to like guide them for it. Yes,
Yeah.
very true. Good answers, Carla. You have very good answers. It's like, and you come up with the answers like right on the spot.
No.
Yes. Okay. Now diving into like relationship questions. When did you start seeing singleness as a season to live, not just wait through?
Mm. I want to say like 2 years ago, I guess you could say. Yeah. Cause before it used to be, it wouldn't really cross my mind a lot or anything. I would just be like living,
Living life.
yeah,
So
living life,
life.
and then I started getting asked the questions like, "Oh, why are you single?" or like, "Are you open to being single?" And I would be like, um, I don't know. And then as I kept being asked the same question, I was like, maybe I need to start thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
And then also like praying about it. Um, and yes, so like once I started being asked those questions like 2 years ago, I was like, being single is so like there's so much you can do. With like you have a bit more extra time than normally like people who are not single would have, and you have all that time to like work on yourself, because I saw it as a way to prepare myself and to also see what I want in a relationship and see what I want in a person, um, and pray for that, because prayer comes a long way and God knows, and he knows, and if he wants me to be married to someone, he already has the guy that would be marrying me. um so yeah, so I just took it as like I'm not gonna waste any time and just prepare myself, and if he pops up anywhere, um I'll be open to it, and obviously as friends first, because
Yeah. Be friends
yes.
first.
I'm
Yes.
like,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, I love that because I think sometimes nowadays people are like, if we even talk about a boy or something, people are like, no, 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 I don't want to be I don't want a boyfriend right now. I don't want this. I don't want that. And it's like being open to it and like trusting and just being like, oh, if he comes by, he comes by. Like you know, you put yourself out there. You're like here and there, whatever. And if he's there, he's there.
Yeah. And yeah, that's key, like embracing. I think with every stage in life that you're in, it's all about embracing that stage, because as a single person, you obviously are going to have more time, and I think there is part of living that vocation at that moment, like you have more time to be in ministry, to serve the Lord, to do those things, to friends, I mean, spend time with the friends that you have. Not saying that once you're married you're not going to have that time, but your what is it, your priorities do kind of shift a little bit. So it's not that once you're married you can't continue to serve, but then your time will be less too, because now it's like, well, I can't be at church like all 18 hours when I have a husband at home. And yes, you could both be serving together, but even within that, you still have to be working on that relationship. So you also have to spend those times. So if you're single out there, be a Carla. Use that time to serve, because it's truly, you won't get that time again. Then your responsibilities will shift. So if there's those retreats that come along, like those mission trips where travel is av- available, or different things like that, then now is your time to do it, because you have no one else to reply back to. I mean, you obviously have like your parents if you're still living with them, but still, like, you have that freedom to shoot. A mentorship opportunity opened up in Oregon. If nothing else is stopping you, then you technically could take that mentorship and stuff like that. Yes, so do that. I found out about a lot of like cool things that like the universities offer. When we went to Seek, like there's different like little programs out there, or I mean even like Focus Missionary, like different things like that. So it's like at that time I was already very committed to my relationship, and we were like a couple of months, yeah, from being engaged. But yeah, it was a little harder.
Yeah.
I mean, I was also still in school, but still, nonetheless, like different priorities kind of shift.
Yeah.
Kind of following up on that first question, it's like, what does it look like to desire marriage without idolizing it? Because there's sometimes where like you do meet someone who's, I think that there's like living in singleness, and I think Carla, you show that like very, you're very at peace with it. Like you said, you're open to dating, but at the same time you're also not idolizing marriage. Like you're ready I mean, not me speaking for you, but like I'm just based on like what I know. She's like I mean, there's like people who are single and all that they worry about is being single, and they're like, I just want to be married, I just want to be married already. And then you start to idolize the idea of it. But I don't know, like, what does it look like to desire marriage without idolizing it?
I feel like one is openness, not to like, I don't know. I feel like patience is one big one, because obviously things that come like with you being impatient are not always good things. um but patience has, it's like God's timing. I don't know, I feel like I just trust a lot in God's timing. And maybe because since I was like young, I was able to like build that relationship and continue on growing with God. So like I know he has someone out there for me if that's like my way to go, because who knows, maybe I'm called to being a sister. But I don't think of it as like, I don't want to have it losing the focus of God. I want to have it with him and know that okay, if someone's out there, I want to do it like right. I want to get married and have children. Um but I don't want to like, cuz I feel like once it becomes like an idolization, I'm gonna just lose focus of what a marriage is, and I just want to like have someone to just be with someone. And yeah.
Yeah, and then you're no longer putting God first, but that relationship first. Yeah, it's very easy to start idolizing the idea as opposed to like what that moment will be. Because, but have you ever like discerned your vocation?
Uh, not really. Not really. I feel like when I talk about like marriage and meeting someone, it comes with a lot of like peace and like a nice like feeling, cuz I don't know, I feel like God wouldn't have put in those desires in my heart if it wasn't like meant to be in a way. Cuz I do see, and then sometimes I like romantic movies too. And I'm like, I wonder how that would feel, and maybe I do want to like marry someone. And then when I did, cuz I was open to like becoming a sister too, and it wasn't like, I guess maybe the answer was yes though.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like,
now that I think,
yeah,
yeah, because now that I think about it, I was open to like becoming like a sister and everything, and I was like exploring like, cuz it's more than one, like there's Dominican ones, and then I was like looking at all of them, and I'm like, I really want to like do missionary work too and everything, but I was like, I don't have to really become a sister. I could do that like now.
Yeah.
And then it wasn't like, it was kind of more of the worry sign or like being anxious and everything. And then when I was like thinking of like marriage and like, okay, do I want to get married and praying about it too, I was like, okay, I really like like the idea and everything, but I haven't met the one. So but yes.
No, but you're very much open to it.
Yes.
So if Carla's future spouse is out there,
Let us know.
let us know. Carla, just slide into our DMs and then we'll connect you guys. No, I mean, I think that like even like with Emily Wilson, what she's doing is like connecting people like digitally, like through, well, now she has our dating app, but before it was just like through the dating post.
It's like comment on here if you're looking for someone to date. If you're single, we'll share with you the post.
No.
Imagine.
We're not that big yet. No, but on our analytics, it does show that we do have like, it's like a 50-50% of male audience and female audience. So I don't know. Help us pray for Carla's future spouse. I mean, he will come when he is needed to be. Yes. But if he were to come soon, what would your ideal date be?
Ooh, like a first date?
Like a first date, yeah.
Like you guys were talking already, but you guys are gonna go on your first date. Ooh.
I would say, I had like so many things. I would like to do so many things.
Everything. Pick one.
Maybe with like a little dinner and then a walk with like nice scenery.
Okay.
What kind of dinner?
Italian food.
Ooh.
I would like Italian food.
A little Olive Garden? No.
Like a
Mellows.
like a legit Italian place.
Yeah,
like
that
San
nice.
Francisco or something. Like somewhere else in a nice city. Where would you go? Like, and after like to the beach or to like city,
or just like a nice little park,
or like a park.
It's a first date.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Carmen's thinking proposal.
Oh, yeah.
It's
We can't skip all the steps, you guys.
yeah,
yeah,
it's a
right,
first date. It's a first date. If not, we're gonna be
Um,
out here asking, "What's your ideal proposal, Carla?" No.
Oh, how cute.
But yeah, I would say dinner and then like a little walk, like in the park, anywhere.
And get to
Yeah,
know
it's
each
Like
other.
some, yeah.
Have those
Yeah.
conversations. Because I feel sometimes
Yes.
people, like in their first dates and stuff, they're like, let's go to the movies. It's like, well,
Yeah, and
how
I
are
feel
you guys
like,
going to talk?
yeah,
yeah.
that's true. I mean, one of my first official dates was at the movies.
Yeah,
But
mine
like
too.
then again, like
I
when
was
I
young.
started when I started dating Jorge at the time, I was what, 15, I
Yeah.
think. 15 or
Yeah.
14. No, 15. I had just turned 15. Yeah. Yeah, so then I mean, we didn't have a car. We relied
that's-
on our parents to like give us
Yeah.
transportation, and we legit just got dropped off separately too. His parents dropped him off and I got dropped off. But even before we had that day, like it took like I want to say it was almost like close to a year before, like I mean he would come over to our house and like we would talk there. But to have like an official first date, then yes, it took a good minute for us to actually go somewhere. I mean, we don't work. Well, he
Yeah.
did with his parents, but yeah.
Yeah, it's
Dates could look
different.
like differently now.
Yeah.
Yes. We hope that your guy has some sort of money to take you out to your
He
Italian.
I'm like, he better have some.
Yeah. At
Some
least que te
delicious
invite la coca.
Oh, yeah. If not, we could go to
A picnic.
a little picnic.
Carla will pack
I don't
you
mind anything.
a torta. Carla, do you like to cook? Yeah, you do, right?
Yes,
Yes. Carla
yes.
likes cooking and
like it.
baking.
You could tell
Yes.
your sister to make you like some
Some
pastries.
Yes.
Eat them at the
Yes.
park.
Yes, whoever Carla ends up with will be
Wow.
a very lucky guy. Yes, so we'll be praying for your future person. If you're out there,
Oh.
don't be afraid to ask talk to Carla. Carla is a very bubbly person, and she's not mean. I think you also have a very friendly face. I can come across like as someone who's very guarded and can have an RB face, but Carla doesn't. So guys should not be afraid to talk to Carla. Yeah. Yeah. Any last tips out there? What would you say to other people who are also in the single experiencing singleness during this age and time? Because I feel like from what we hear, like it's very hard to date with intentionality nowadays.
Don't settle yourself for short.
Mm.
Because anybody who the right person that's gonna be for you is gonna accept you the way you are. And you don't want to like just leave it like at one thing or one person because you think you just deserve that. You deserve so much more than what you could think of.
You were made for
And
more.
yes, and obviously that person will come. Yes.
Yes.
And how about during this season that we're getting close to Valentine's Day? What would you tell people, girls
Or gents.
or gents that are single?
I'll say, I don't know.
Just host a Galentine's.
Yeah. Valentine's with your friends, because even though once you have a partner, the Galentine's might be a bit harder to
To host.
Yeah, to host.
Yes.
I'm like, yeah, so it's a great opportunity for your friendships to grow as well and do new memories with them and yeah, talk about life.
Yeah, or even like something nice. I mean, it'd be nice. Like it's like obviously there's that St. Valentine novena. It's like, hey, maybe offer up that novena for your future person, because yes, like you don't know what that person is going through at the moment, even though it could be that you haven't even met them. So it's like it's nice like offering that novena for them, like wherever they may be, which is so crazy to think. It's like wherever that person will be, like
Yeah.
let me offer up this novena for them, for my future spouse. And then once you're dating or you're married, you're like, yeah, I prayed for you. Because sometimes you're gonna date other people, but you could, like my mom always said, like I pray for your future spouse. Like even if you're in a relationship, don't put like a name to it. Like just pray for your future spouse, because you don't know where that person is. And sometimes like it kind of sounds ugly to like even like be thinking like, yes, I'm gonna be praying for my future spouse if you're in a relationship, but it's like you don't know who that person is, and that person that you might be with now might just be like the person that you needed at the moment. So take away whatever it is that you're getting from this relationship. And if you find yourself in a relationship where you feel like neither of you guys is growing together and it's just like tumbling, then honestly just pray and offer it to God and ask him to either help you remain in that relationship or to make it to depart you from it if it's not in your best suit.
Yeah, and it's okay to do that. I feel like sometimes there's this thing that people we could be scared of, like, shoot, I'm in a relationship right now, and if things are going rocky, it's like, no, like, maybe people might think like I could stay with them because what if I don't find someone else? But it's like trusting in God, and it's like how you were saying, like, this person's like was here for a purpose during this time of my life. It's okay, let me keep going, and God will have that special person there
Yeah. Yeah.
to there for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
So don't settle for less. Thank you so much, Carla, for answering these questions and for being vulnerable and expressing yourself. Like, some people don't like to have these conversations, but you're very open to them. And if not, then we force it. No. No. She's very open to these conversations. We have them all the time. So that's why we asked her. And now we hope that her wisdom is able to resonate with some of you out there. Like, just know, like, wherever you're at, like, pray for that peace in those moments where it feels like it gets harder, because some people might be single. Like, you might feel like, man, I'm 26 and I still haven't dated anyone. Like just know, wherever you are, God has a purpose for you. So embrace it. And it's so much easier said than done, I know, but just trust it and continue to live your day to day in purpose, doing something. Don't just mope around and be like, I'm just gonna be here waiting, because then you're not doing yourself any justice than that. So be the person who you would want to be, like, for your future spouse. Like, and same way how you have your expectations for that, like, future boyfriend, like, work on that, because you might not be perfect or ready for that relationship either. So work on yourself and be the best version of yourself for them.
Yes.
For
sure.
Yes. So, Carla, do us the honor and hit us off with Saint of the Day.
Okay. So the saint of the day is Saint Agatha, patron saint of rape victims, breast cancer nurses, and martyrs. She was a young Christian martyr from Sicily? Celebrated for her purity, courage, and unwavering faith. A local governor seized his chance to force her to become his mistress and took his revenge when she refused. He rebuffed all his attempts to get her to renounce her faith, and after being brutally tortured, she died of her wounds.
Saint Agatha, pray for us. She was a strong one. Yeah. So her her feast day is on February 5th. Wow. And she did not she stayed strong in her faith until her death.
That's beautiful.
Wow.
That's really courageous.
Yes. Is this the first woman saint of the day that we've had?
So. Yeah.
Well, aside from the Mary one that we did.
So,
yes.
yeah.
Wow. Yes. May we be more like Saint Agatha. Well, this wraps up our episode of today. We hope that you guys enjoyed this episode. We got to get a little deep in some of our questions, and we also had a little bit of fun. So definitely stick along. We have a lot of fun things planned out for the rest of the month. So we hope you guys enjoyed it. So if you like this episode, please like, comment, and share this episode. It truly helps us. And we thank you to all of our new community members who are joining. We see you guys, and just know that we are praying for you. So please pray for us, and we'll see you guys until next time. Sorry, it was distracting.
Is the candle burning?
Oh. I inhaled it. I inhaled all the plastic. Yeah. Oh my God. It's easy to start idolizing that relationship. God, the center of it. Oh my God,
Where'd it go?
the darndest things happen to us. I wonder if the camera caught it, but yeah,